everyone, welcome to the Lori Whitlock YouTube channel. I wanted to introduce you to this super sweet and adorable little village that I have for Valentine's. And in fact, we're going to take this village and create it throughout the year for different holidays. So we've got this cute little heart-shaped house, which we have for Valentine's, and for St. Patrick's, we're going to have a clover-shaped house, and for Easter, we're going to have an egg-shaped house, maybe a church. So watch for more pieces to come to this cute little village, I'm going to have a separate video for each one of these pieces, but I wanted to introduce you to the collection here at the beginning of the video. You can purchase the SVG cutting files at my SVG shop, shop.loriwhitlock.com, and you can get the silhouette cutting files at the Silhouette Design Store. So I hope you enjoy this cute little series of houses, and we'll get started putting them together. Hi everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel. We are going to put together this cute egg-shaped house. It's part of a village series that I have at the Silhouette Design Store and in SVG format in my SVG shop at shop.loriwhitlock.com. I'll put the links to those in the description of this video, along with some of the tools and things that I'm using. So there's several pieces to the series, and this one is obviously an egg-shaped piece that goes with the Easter village. You'll find other pieces to that, like some houses and a church, and there's other holidays that you can find. I've got St. Patrick's Day and Valentine's Day house pieces. So just go check all of those out, grab the files, and follow along with me. I'm trying to make videos for each of the pieces so that you can follow along and make these with me. So the front and the back of this, I've designed it to be like a slip lid box. So I've gone ahead and just assembled the entire front by putting in this piece first to form the egg, then putting the front on. The blue is showing through from that inside piece. We're going to be doing the same thing here with the white piece, and then the purple piece will cover the back. And then we'll just slide the two boxes together. That is the best way to get this egg shape and get it glued really nicely. I've tried it a couple of other ways, and this is by far the most easy and sturdy way to put this together. So once I put the box together, I've just embellished the front. I glued on the window casing trim and the two shutter pieces. Also the door casing. Assembled the little daisy with just 2 layers, glitter cardstock, and then a little yellow center. Just glued that right on the front. The little awning is just a single piece that's folded right down the edge and just glued right above the door. We've got a strip of grass here on each side of the door, and that's just gluing right on. Just make sure you leave it free of glue on the outer edges where it doesn't overlap. Also, the little tree just glues on right along this edge, leaving no glue on this outer edge so that it doesn't overlap. It doesn't have glue on the back where it doesn't overlap. Probably the most difficult piece out of all of this to assemble would be the chickie, and it's really not very hard. It's just a single orange piece that goes around the entire back of that chick, and then you put the little eye strip behind where the eyes are going to go and layer on the yellow on top of that. Then the tiny little yellow wings are the smallest pieces of the chick, and those just layer right over the wing areas. Like I said, that orange piece makes your main base piece, and it is the entire shape of the chick, so it's super easy to put together and just layer them up like he looks exactly in the file. So once you've got all of that ready to go on the front, let me just show you how to put together the basic shape of the house, and then we'll slide those two halves together to finish up this little house piece. So I'm just going to set that off to the side for a minute. We're just going to take this main white piece here and just fold everything in one direction. All those little tabs are going to curve and form our egg shape. And we also have one glue tab right here at the end. So that's the bottom of our egg down here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull all those tabs back out, and I'm going to fold over that glue tab here at the end as well. And I'm going to take this to the edge of my table, and I'm just going to start training this to curve like an egg shape. So I'm just going to run it against the edge of my table a couple of times to start training that paper to curve. So once I've done that, I'm just going to go ahead and glue that glue tab here along the bottom edge. You want to make sure this is glued nice and firmly so that it doesn't slip. Make sure that it lines up perfectly against the bottom edge and our folded edge here. And you might even try folding that in half so you can get a little pressure on that seam as it's gluing. Make sure you get a nice seal on that. Okay, and then you can just see how this is going to start forming our egg, but we're going to have to force it to be the egg shape because it doesn't want to naturally do that. So we're going to take the egg shape and it's going to go inside this piece. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and run a little glue right along the edge so that all those little tabs has something to stick to. Then I'm going to force that down into this frame, and it will perfectly form our egg for us. So that's exactly what we did here with this blue piece on the inside, forming the egg shape on this outer piece. So want to make sure that that glue gets a good seal to it. So we're just going to press that down, giving it a minute to dry. And that's going to get your table a little bit messy, so you might want to have a rag handy to wipe that up. You can see what it looks like from this side. And then we are ready to cover the back of our project with this egg shape. Okay. So I've actually got a little adhesive around the edge, but I'm going to go ahead and add some through the middle. Just lining that up across the bottom. And then I'm just going to flip that over again, try and get a good press on that glue. And then we have the back of our egg completed, and we'll just slide our two halves together. It's going to be a pretty tight fit, and you might want to put some glue between the layers. If you want to glue it together so that it doesn't come apart, you can do that, but it's a pretty tight fit, so it's going to be difficult to get apart anyways. But you can see how that forms a nice sturdy egg shape. It's not going to fall apart on you, and because we were able to use the table to help glue everything together, it should all stay where we intend it to stay. So that completes our little house. We are just going to glue that down to the base that comes with the file, and since I've cut this out of glitter cardstock, it's a little difficult to glue down, so I'm going to use a hot glue gun and give it plenty of adhesive and just put that right in the middle and just hold that till the hot glue dries. If you don't cut this out of glitter cardstock, this hot glue wouldn't be necessary. Certainly you could still use it, but that's how it looks when we're all done. How cute is that? So I hope you have fun making this egg-shaped house along with all of the other village pieces. And I hope you check out all of the other seasons and holidays that we have available. And we'll be coming out with more throughout the year. Have a great day, and we'll see you in another video. Bye-bye.